Who are these kings? The king of the north is Russia. I'll prove that in just a moment. The king of the south is the Arab Islamic forces. The king of the west is America and the United Kingdom that will be led by the Antichrist, who will force every person on the earth to receive his mark in his right hand or their forehead.
Well, John Hagee just said Russia is the king of the north, and I'm going to show you that's not true. So we start here, Daniel 7:7, talking about a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, exceedingly strong. Daniel 7:12 talks about the rest of the beasts, and their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. A season is about 500 years, and a time is made up of 4 seasons and is a 2,000-year time. So a season and a time is roughly 2,500 years. So this started back in the days of Daniel and is continuing on and just about finishing. Their time is just about up here, and we're getting close to the return of Jesus, where he takes over and brings all that to an end. But what Daniel does is he goes in here and he says, "Then I wish to know the truth about the fourth beast." And we already talked about that, because it's different than all the others. It's a very powerful beast is what it is. And let's see here. Let's see, the fourth beast, different from all the others, and shall devour the whole earth. Again, so we're talking about a beast that existed back in the days of Daniel, and their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. Okay. So let's do a little comparison here about this beast. And it says, "He shall speak pompous words against the Most High, persecute the saints," which has been going on for thousands of years. Then the saints will be given into his hand for a time, times, and half a time. And how long is a time, times, and half a time? If you do all of that together, it's 7,000 years. And when did this persecution? Well, it began in the days of the Garden of Eden. And it started also again, the persecution after the flood, because the worlds and governments we have now, that's when they came into play. So all the worlds and all the governments we have is from the days of Noah. And the time, and half time started at the end of the flood with the new beginning in the days of Noah. And so don't confuse world with creation, because world is governments and the peoples, the nations, and the tongues, and everything like that. And so this goes on for 7,000 years, except for the millennium. He doesn't get the millennium, but he does get the time before, and he gets the time after, when Satan is released to go out and deceive the nations again in Revelation chapter 20. If we go on to Daniel 11:36, "Then the king shall do his own, exalt himself, magnify himself above every god." Okay, basically saying the same thing I just said. This is the king. If you read up there and further, you see that this is the king of the north. Okay, so this is talking about a singular king. It's not talking about a country. It's talking about a singular king. And that singular king, of course, is Satan. And the one who matches that, Paul talked about. Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition. What's he do? Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So the king of the north will sit in a temple claiming to be God, and he is the man of sin and the son of perdition. So you have the man of sin and you have the son of perdition. And Russia is not going to claim to be God. A country is not going to claim to be God. Satan is the man of sin. He is the son of perdition. Isaiah speaks about him right there. How are you fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? You are cut down to the ground, you who weakened the nations. For you have said in your heart, I will ascend into the heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the mount of the congregation on the farthest sides of the north. Okay? We're talking about the king of the north again. I will ascend above the heights. I will be like the Most High. So we see that it is Lucifer, who is Satan, is the one who will claim to be God. It's not Russia. He's also called a man, because look at this. Those who see you will gaze at you and consider you, saying, is this the man who made the earth tremble, who shook the kingdoms? And so we know Lucifer is not a man. He's not an angel either. He is a son of God. He is the prince who is to come. And of course he'll come as the man of sin and the son of perdition, but he's going to come as God. He's going to claim to be God. And that's the whole deception behind the 2 Thessalonians. But a lot of people are going to believe that he is God, because a lot of people think that it's part of the deception that Jesus is God, and that's how he's doing this. So when he comes in and claims that he sits in the temple showing himself that he is God, he causes a great falling away, which is a great people who go into church and worshiping God and learning about Jesus now will fall away from that. They learn about their other religions. All religions on earth will fall away, and they will start worshiping him as God when he sits on the throne and claiming that he is God. So the king of the north isn't Russia. Has nothing to do with Russia. So John Hagee is wrong. And I hope you people understand that, okay? Thanks for watching.